Amateur.
Amazing. So everybody, we were playing some D&D tonight. Had a little bit of a late
Now
start.
we've started.
That's okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, we have. I was gonna bait it out, and I was like, never mind. But we're playing some D&D tonight. This will be part of the continuing campaign for the Dawnforged company. Go check out.
We have started.
Yes. God
Okay.
damn it. So this is part of an
He
ongoing
just takes his
campaign.
rage out on my game nowadays.
Rage. I let you have so much fun. All right, so, but we are playing the continuing campaign, the Dawnforged company, who recently have been sucked into Feywild, and upon arriving there, instantly were attacked by some large, freaking scary-ass trolls. They managed to defeat with fire, acid, and every bit of fun magical thing they could think of. Melted them to the ground, and then threw up the Instant Fortress to take a look around and figure out what the hell was going on. Upon looking around, and the druid decided she needed to take a long rest, so she, having a sleeping draught, decided to take it, while everybody else took a short rest to recover health points and kind of get a lay of the land. And so after that, being bored, the rogue decided to go outside, and he briefly saw a small
Bored,
fairy.
I was curious.
Little column A, little column B.
Curiously bored.
Curiously bored, because a small fairy who had wings made of flame and hair made of flame had appeared in battle and seemed to cure his wounds. So he said, "Hey!" Just starts yelling out into the Feywild for help, and then all of a sudden, all these tiny little speed demons appear out of no one. They're quicklings that look like little blue elves with lightning coming out of them, who run 120 feet.
Smurfs on crack.
Yeah. Basically, some drugged out Smurfs. But they immediately dart, knock unconscious, and kidnap the sorcerer, Viser. Which led to a chase through the Feywild. And trying to catch up with them, they found themselves waylaid by this corrupted-looking dryad growing out of the ground, and sprung up a bunch of different roots and things to try to keep them in place. And they got some different bite out of crime as far as fighting them, but they managed to fight their way through them, despite they missing the slow that is normally provided by their sorcerer. And then eventually they, stabbing one, got a memory of a place and were able to find the grove of which Viser had been taken. And upon arriving, they saw an elven figure whose skin and body seemed to have now been converted entirely into this kind of mushroom
You're cutting out,
fungus. Man. Are you serious already? This mushroom fungus has been replaced entirely. And then they saw him lay Viser on a stump, curled in around to hold him in place, and they decided that was a good time to stop him from doing that, and immediately attacked. Now, upon attacking, spore worms popped out of all these different places. These are giant worms with the ability to grab onto them, swallow them, and spray spores everywhere to hypnotize them. And but they managed to overcome all of these objective odds, even with Redcap being pulled from their veins and forming onto their chests. But they managed to overcome all of this and free Viser from the stump. Now they, upon looking around, found a skeleton in the tree.
Who, by the way, pulled a super sweet teleport into the sky and rained hellfire down.
It was a pretty sweet teleport in the sky, feather fall, and fire, all of the fire. It was impressive.
Is that before or after he passed out?
Oh, that was before he died.
Technically both.
He died.
Before the bad guy pointed at me and murdered me.
Yeah, before he was pointed at and said, "You die now." He failed his saving throw, and he was dead. And then he stood up right afterwards, and they found... he looked down at his clothes and saw two black footprints, and he kind of, while inspecting him, accidentally wiped them off of his magical clothing. And then upon inspection of the area, looking around and trying to figure out what to do next, a figure walked out, introduced himself as Elofir. He is a furbolg. Skin is a dark gray, and he has black hair and piercing blue eyes. Introduced himself, and he said that somebody who wished to meet with them, particularly Viser, said the Prince of Fools is looking to meet him. And I misspoke last session saying he was a god of trickery. He is not. I want to make that very clear. This is not me trying to pull a DM fast one or anything like that. He is the Prince of Fools, not the Prince of Trickery or anything like that.
Everybody fucks
A
up.
man.
Yep. So I just want to make sure that, yeah, so that is said out loud. All right, so perfect. Other than that, he said he was sent to kind of guide you, and you guys had started to walk and talk. So we are going to kind of pick up where that left off as forest sounds around you. They're starting, as you walk, to become louder as more and more creatures start to appear. The silence and death of the dead area of the Feywild is being left behind.
Alright, so this is the Feywild, huh? Why is everything dying or dead? I thought it was supposed to be like magical in here.
There are many forms of life, and there are many that are supported. This is just one of them.
Cutting out like crazy, bro.
Fucking schnack crackle. Alright, we're gonna just go ahead and fix this real quick. 1 second, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Like the streaming audio and something at the same time. Anyway,
I think it has to do with your tones.
it's really
Your
weird though.
voice.
Like I never have any trouble when I'm not on like chatting. Weird.
I think it's some spacing between words or something. Like it drops off because it thinks you're done, and then yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out hopefully. And if nothing else, I'm gonna try a few different audio setups if it continues. All right. So he said. So sorry. You say. Go ahead and give me your line again.
So this is the Feywild, huh? Why? Then I thought, why is everything dying? I thought this was supposed to be like magical.
There are many types of life supported by the Feywild. Of course, here there is more of the life of mushrooms and decay, which is a very essential part of nature. It's represented here as such.
So like the mushrooms all kept here in one area?
There tends to be congregations of life, that is, in places that most support them. Here there is much dampness, and any that wander into here, it's almost a permanent decay about this. And he kind of reaches down and he pulls up some of this kind of powdery stuff, and he's like, as he holds it up, he kind of like dusts it down as he walks. He's like, as you can see, these spores are quite frequent here, and so they all feed upon ever-growing
Sorry,
and
bro.
collapsing trees and environment.
The spores are what? Sorry.
Yeah, dude, you were
cut out.
cutting out a
Jesus Christ.
lot.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna just switch complete audio here. 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the hold music.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Thank you for tuning into the Dawnforged company. Guy's adjusting his audio right now. He'll get right back to us. He's a vital member of the team as the DM. We can't really do this without him. If he keeps cutting out, it's gonna drive us all crazy. Most especially him.
Meanwhile,
we appreciate
TJ's
your
distorted.
TJ now cutting out.
TJ needs to stop walking around his house and testing out his wireless headset.
Alright,
What he can get away with.
can you guys hear me again? Still?
Hopefully, as he moves closer to the computer, the
Yeah,
distortion
there
goes
you
away.
go. So far, so good.
Alright. As he pick, I got 2 microphones going now. One for you guys, one for streaming. Hopefully that fixes it. So,
And it's cutting out
are
again.
you fucking kidding me,
No, I don't think it was.
Mike?
No, it sounded like you were cutting out for a second. Like,
Okay.
I'm not fucking with you.
Alright, I'm just gonna close that. Let's see if that helps. Alright, so. Alright, let me know if it's cutting out just a few. This is a nightmare. Alright, how's that? Is that a little better?
That's perfect.
We'll find out.
Okay. So, as he picks up
I'm listening to stream audio to be safe.
Perfect. So as he picks up the spores and he lets them drop to the ground, he's like, As you can see, they grow particularly well here and feed off of the ever-growing trees that blow into this area. The spores are harmless to the trees themselves and fall or decay. Since they continue to grow in this area. It's strange, you'll find small areas like this where you find only certain.
Someone's breathing in their mic. Alright, so are we moving further into the rot, or are we moving away from it?
We will be moving away from it. Take you. It's a fools. I will score them.
Okay, so the Prince of Fools gave me magic to win a bet. Is that right? Am I getting that right? Am I crazy?
This is what he has told him.
That sounds about right. Does that sound about right to you guys? I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
I mean, it works for me. I always wondered why
Are
they
pretty
picked some
gifted.
random farm boy to give fireballs to. That's a good reason as any.
As if this is not expecting. Disappointing. Just told you. This is...
So, it's not like we planned on making a trip over here. We're just here, you know. This is certainly something. I'm not sure quite what to do with the information, but I thought I was born under a lucky star, and that holds out. I'm happy.
It's excellent then. It's brings it. And the
I'm just happy you're not dead.
It's great not being dead, I'll tell you that much.
Anymore.
Oh my god. What are those things that grabbed me, and do you know why?
You scared me.
that grabbed you. Those were quickly. Small, usually they are such they something. So never seen them explode.
Do they work for anyone though? Are they like a, you know, do they have an associated sort of god like this fool prince you're telling us about?
No, no. Interesting to watch. Live fast. Are more likely to run into your shoes together than actually hurt to you. In fact, it is hard to get them to do anything, get them to stop long enough. It's quite a task in itself.
Jokes
You
on
know-
them. I don't wear shoes.
Well, do you know who that fellow was who was trying to like sacrifice me or something? I really felt like a ritual was going on there.
He was trying. Magic. Studio. That was OD. Create a new house. Feywild for himself too. Seems that way.
Wait, you said undying, but we killed him.
As it appears so. He's been very strict to the so he used to pop up. He's been dealt with seeming accidents, or she has not done enough to gather the attention of the Sealy or Sealy. It's probably stayed as complete as he was.
I'm sorry, Sealy? Unsealy?
Yeah, that's a new one on me too.
Sealy and Unsealy courts, they are two of the controlling factors in the Sealy, of course, Unsealy by the she's the decent weather. And to represent the summer
Do they like
Seasons.
each other? Oh, okay. Demons and devils. Gotcha. Okay. See, this is like.
Oh,
Real quick, what season is it right now?
Season. Oh,
In here, yeah. Oh, alright.
the fall is quickly approaching. I should say. The summer is near.
what was the queen of the Unseelie court again?
It's the- it's in there.
And is she the
Does
prince's
she-
mother
does
by
she have
chance?
a name?
Of course. It's Queen Mab. She formerly was as she was taken on air and darkness. It's,
Oh, Aaron Darkness. Okay.
yes, her name. She was once the sister of Titania. Siliqua. They've come to find themselves on the opposing sides.
So definitely not Akadi.
No, this is not an Adi.
You threw Aaron there, and I just got a little concerned. That's all.
Oh yes, no.
Just wanna make
Air
sure.
and darkness, and apparently we're having some audio issues on the stream. Is that correct? All right. So with this, I would really
Yeah,
hate.
like I said.
I would really hate to for anybody missing things. So I'm going to do a quick restart. I do apologize, everybody. Although I was watching some Twitch streams, it appears to be something about Twitch today as well. So it might be like OBS or something. So I'm going to just do a quick restart, and we'll be right back. I am super sorry, but I'd rather you guys not lose anything. Be able to stay in character than me constantly repeating. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Do your thing, chicken wing.
Chicken? Okay.